Saints at Buccaneers. Tampa Bay favored by 13.5 with an over-under 43.5. The Bucs win the division if they win the game or if the Falcons lose to the Panthers. And the Bucs can be the number 3 seed with a win and a loss by the Rams, who aren't going to start Matthew Stafford at quarterback. So the 3 seed is there for the taking for the Buccaneers if they can beat the Saints. Do you believe they will?
I do. Of course I do. The Saints are another team. It feels soft tank. I don't think we're going to see Derek Carr. They're not going to let that happen. I don't think they want to win the game. They don't want to deal with any of that. The Bucs, desperate, offense on fire. On fire. Baker Mayfield's definitely playing the best football of his career. Mike Evans and the incentives of that with the 1,000 yards and all of that, I think motivates their football team. Yeah, the playoffs being on the line. Their offense has arguably been the most explosive offense in football over the last 6 or 7 weeks. The running back is as hot as anybody. We're seeing other people contribute in their passing game and do all that. Yeah, I think this is a big-times Buccaneers win here. I'm going to go 34-13.
I've got 35-17. We're getting dangerously close to bingo bango.
Are you
now,
just like going to pick? This is the time of the year where you're
listen.
You're protecting your lead.
Again.
Okay.
Don't do this shit again.
Hey,
don't do it again.
I'll do it.
I got them all right here. I got them all right. But you're questioning my integrity. I got enough people that I got to worry about. Oh, you're making shit up. I'm not going to take it from my friends because I wouldn't do that to you. I've got them all right here. I made all the picks, and I've given all the scores. I can take a screenshot and send it to Gary. I ain't fucking around. These are the games I picked, and these are the way I picked them. Now, do you really think I was going to take the Saints to win? I was going to apply the caveat that what happened in New Orleans yesterday, there were some comments from Tyrann Mathieu. We represent the city, and, will this give them
extra juice?
Some sort of I think it's just like the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. I just don't think they've got the firepower to go out and beat the Buccaneers when the Buccaneers have the division title in hand. They're 4th in a row in hand. The only thing I worry about, I look back at the Buccaneers games this year.
Right.
You never know.
It's just the one that
when
they
they're
go
gonna step in shit.
Yeah, I know. Right.
And every time you think, hey, there,
here they go. Right.
Yeah. Then there they go. And the most recent time it happened, the Cowboys game. Like, the Cowboys aren't playing for anything. They had just been eliminated earlier in the day, and the Buccaneers blew that game and put themselves, they go from driver's seat to back seat, and they needed the Falcons to lose last week to get back in the driver's seat. And now they're back in the driver's seat, and it's like, they'll probably screw it up again. There's part of me that's like, could that happen? I don't think it will, but they are prone to those just weird, like, what happened to the Buccaneers?
Right.
And if they fire on all cylinders all the time, hell, they're good enough. I had them going to the NFC Championship before the season started. They're good enough to get to the NFC Championship. They're good enough to go into a place like Detroit and Minnesota or win. They gave the Lions everything they could handle in the playoffs last year.
They beat them this year.
Bungled the clock management, and the Bucs didn't react the way they should have to have a chance to force overtime in that game, and they beat them in week 2. They beat them in Detroit week 2. So, the Buccaneers are legit if they can avoid pissing down their leg against the Saints.
Yo, homies, thanks for watching. Yeah, it's time. The NFL season is here on Chris Simms Unbuttoned.
You can hit subscribe to get all the weekly picks, plus our Sunday recaps as the games are happening.
Oh, you know it. Nobody does that better than us. Thanks again for watching. Remember to subscribe. Peace out. We'll see you next time on Unbuttoned.